It's October 26th, and I'm headed back to Michigan.
It's October 28th. It's going to be one of the best mornings of the year.
It's October 26th, and I'm heading back to Michigan. I got about an 8-hour drive till I'm home. Gonna be spending the next about 10 days in Michigan filming for Scott, and then I'll also be able to do my own hunting as well. We're really hitting this at the perfect time. We got a big cold front coming in. Our target bucks are showing up, and I'm just praying that I make it back to Michigan without any truck issues. I just got my truck back from the dealer today, and she's been running okay. I'm just praying that I can make it all the way home.
Well, it's October 27th. We got here real early this morning. I had a hang a set for my buddy Mason, who's filming me this morning, this internet. We had deer under us from the start of this morning. We had a little doe come out of here, and then we had a young buck push a doe through here. So we're off to a good start. It's good practice for Mason. Temps aren't the best. It's pretty warm. It's 60. I think it's 64 right now. But figure the deer might move early. We'll probably get down pretty early today, hunt tonight, and then tomorrow. So here comes the other one. Well, we ended up having a pretty fun morning for as warm as it got. We ended up seeing 3 little bucks and 8 does. Movement stopped pretty early. I mean, it's 9 o'clock. We haven't seen anything in a while. We actually got a little fawn bedded right here where we're gonna start packing her up. I'll be out tonight with another cameraman. Thanks, Mason, for coming out this morning. Give me a little camera guy. I had fun. But we're gonna be kicking butt this week, doing as much hunting as we can with what the time we got. So we'll see you tonight. It's October 27th. It's my second sit in Michigan. I got my buddy Isaac Waldron out here filming for me tonight. We had a pretty good morning for as warm as it was. We saw like 10 does and 3 little bucks. Tonight we're kind of doing more of an observation sit. We're sitting over a little food plot here. It's more or less like a shooting hole. We can oversee the super big food plot. Behind me is actually where I spotted some deer this morning. And then back behind us is private, just a CRP field. And it's a place where I feel like this 10-point net rafter's bed. So I don't have super high hopes for tonight. I just think we're going to see a lot of deer and hopefully lay eyes on the 10-point and then make a game plan for tomorrow. Well, we're closing in the last 15 minutes of light here. Ended up being a pretty cool hunt. We saw a lot of deer out in this food plot. Little buck bumping the does around. Just didn't see the buck that I wanted to see tonight, which I knew that could happen. We're looking over a lot of ground here. I figured he might come out of here. But we got 15 minutes left, so still could happen. If not, regardless, we're going into one of our best stands tomorrow. We got a little cold front hitting in the morning. So tomorrow morning should be a good one. It's October 28th. I got Isaac behind the camera again. It's going to be one of the best mornings of the year. Yesterday it was like 64 when we were sitting, ended up getting up to like 70. And this morning dropped off quite a bit. It's 45 degrees this morning, north wind, and it should be a good one. o'clock now. We had a pretty fun morning. We saw 2 3.5-year-old 8-points and then 2 2.5-year-old 8-points. We'll be back at it tonight. Not 100% sure where we're going yet. We're kind of gonna do a little game plan and then come up with a plan for tonight. It's October 28th. We're back out for evening sit. We got out here pretty early. It's about, 3:20. Got out here early. Deer in general were moving pretty good this morning, and we laid eyes on one of the bucks on our property. A big old, it's a 4.5-year-old 8-point with split G2s. He's real heavy, and at the beginning of this year I said I wasn't gonna shoot him, but looking at him today, he looks pretty mature, so that's kind of who we're in here after. And the 10-point, we haven't seen him in a few days, but we're set up in the bottom of our woods. We're gonna get deer cruising here, going out to the ag fields, and it should be a good set. Well, it's been a pretty slow night. We've seen some does, a nice little 8-point, and then a little buck. But I figured we'd see more activity tonight, but we are sitting down in the woods and all of our food's out that way. But we had a north wind tonight, and this is really our only spot for a straight north wind. But we still got like 45 minutes, so. But it's pretty overcast. It's getting dark pretty quick, so hopefully the deer start moving a little bit better. It's October 31st. I was able to get out this morning. Got Isaac Walter behind the camera again. We're in the same spot that I hunted a couple mornings ago with Mason behind the camera. We've seen a good amount of deer so far. A nice, probably 2.5-year-old 8-point came chasing a doe. A lot of does, some little bucks. We haven't had pictures of our 2 main bucks here in quite a while. I guess not that long ago, 5 days ago and then a week ago. So they're around here somewhere. Well, it's about 11 o'clock. It's been pretty slow the last hour and a half. We're gonna start packing up here in a few minutes and then grab some lunch, and I'll probably be back out around 1 o'clock pretty early. I'm going into one of our good spots in the swamp. I'm just gonna sit there the rest of the day. Kind of hunting the spot because of the history with the 10-point that I'm hunting. Last year for about 6 days in a row, he was crossing the road coming in here at some point in the evening, so we're set up on him, hoping that he kind of does something like he did last year. We haven't got a picture of him do that yet this year, so I just figure some at a time until he gets in that little streak of when he's coming in here checking those. Well, we got about 50 minutes left of shooting light. Well, it's been a pretty decent night. I've seen quite a few deer rolling through the swamp. I actually had a nice 3.5-year-old 8-point come up behind me. They can be real quiet in the swamp, and I hadn't seen him till about 30 yards or here. I looked over to my left, and he was 30 yards, and I tried swinging the camera around, and by the time I got it around here, he was standing at 15, and I'm seeing me moving, but he just checking, walking back the way he came. some snow. It's pretty cool. You can see good now. Decent fun hunt for Halloween, so we'll see what happens the rest of the night. It's November 1st. We're out here this morning. We got a nice fresh blanket of snow. Actually sat out in it last night. It came down pretty hard. But it's a cold one this morning. When we're heading out, it's 25 degrees. We're back in the woods though. We're after 2 bucks, the 10-point and the split G2 buck. Well, it's about 12 o'clock. We had a pretty solid morning. We ended up seeing a lot of little bucks, does, and then we had that nice 3.5-year-old buck come through here perfect at 20. Just not what we're looking for. Again, we haven't laid eyes on our target bucks here since I've been in Michigan, but I want to keep hammering away. I got 2 more days, and then tonight that'll be able to hunt before I'm back in Iowa, so we still got time. We just gotta keep grinding, and hopefully something comes through. It's November 2nd. I'm hunting a spot I hunted 2 nights ago when we had the little winter storm come through. It's gonna be a good morning. It's a good morning spot. A lot of travel coming onto our property here. It's gonna be a good late afternoon spot, so we're gonna sit pretty late today. Well, it's about 11:30. Ended up being an alright morning, pretty productive. I saw a couple 2.5-year-olds, some small bucks, and that 3.5-year-old, that tall skinny one. But I'm gonna get down and be back out tonight, and then I'll be filming Scott tomorrow, and hunting Saturday, and then filming him again. So I pretty much got tonight and then one more full day here in Michigan. Well, I just got in here, just got finished getting set up into this spot, and I caught a glimpse of a buck. I don't know what it was, but it looked pretty decent. I just quickly grunted at it, but I don't think he heard it. It's pretty windy here tonight, but he's cruising that way. But you never know, he could make his way around back in through here. I don't know what it was, but we'll see what happens.
Well, just got back to the house. I ended up standing up most of the night with my bow in my hand. That buck got behind that thick stuff, and I never ended up seeing him again. I think what happened was he ended up getting my wind as he was coming in. But I just checked my cameras, and we had a picture of him a couple minutes later in one of our food plots in the other direction. So that's probably what happened.
It's November 4th. It's my last day here in Michigan to get it done. I'm on one of my favorite tree stands on our piece. It's where I've killed a couple of my bucks. Last night, got a picture of one of our target bucks, an old 5.5-year-old 7-point. We haven't had a picture of him since September 29th, and he's back. So he's definitely number one. And then Split G2, I had that encounter with him 2 nights ago. Should be a good morning. Well, it ended up being a pretty slow morning. We had a slight drizzle there for a little bit in the morning. I had some little does, little bucks, but still pretty slow. Wasn't a whole lot of chasing going on. Just those little bucks bumped the does a few times, and that was it. So, but I think tonight's gonna be good. I'm gonna get down, got some stuff I gotta do, and then get back out as soon as I can. Well, I just got set back up. I'm hunting where I hunted 2 nights ago. I also picked to come here because of that encounter I had 2 nights ago, and plus yesterday we got a picture of a 7-point, a 5.5-year-old 7-point that at 3 o'clock, about 80 yards out in front of me, we got 2 little food plots kind of right inside of our swamp tucked in here, and he came into this back food plot at 3 o'clock, so I'm set up early today. It's about 2 o'clock, maybe a couple minutes after 2 now. So if he does that same thing, he's going to be in trouble, but regardless, I think we're going to have a really good sit tonight because the morning was pretty slow. Well, we're about out of light here. We got about 5 minutes left of shooting light, and that's going to conclude my time here in Michigan. I think that I might be back for a few hunts around Thanksgiving. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'll be filming Scott the next 2 days and then heading back to Iowa. That's going to conclude tonight. We'll see you in Iowa.